What's up, y'all? This Ike is Legend, and I got a Mugen discussion on why the FGC, the Mugen community, is not growing exponentially like it should be. And the factual reason for that is people is making new games and stuff, and and y'all leaving the original content out y'all games. And that's what most people play. That's what a lot of people play. Actually, I'm going to say most, because movie community is not even that big to begin with. But that's the reason why, because y'all leave the original content out and leave the edits there. Like, if I see a character, like if I see these characters in a movie, I'm watching something on YouTube or any site like that freely upload whatever, and I see something like this, if I see these characters and I'm thinking about playing it or giving it a try, I'm going to expect to be able to use the version that I use. I'm not going to want to use the edited version, because that's not what I play. That's for whoever play it. There's so much out here that whatever somebody does, they should be able to do it. Like, if somebody plays CVS and they like Mugen, they should be able to fight with their groove. I should be able to select my groove and play the way I play. All my buttons should be right. That's why a lot of people don't take it seriously, because the first thing they thinking when they see this shit is, what's this one of them ass Mugen Bisons where you're throwing 6 fireballs at one time and head stuff connections and shit like that. I don't want to play that. Like, I play on S groove, so I play on a lot of grooves, but my main groove is S groove. And if I pick Bison and I can't play on S groove, this is a CVS Bison, I ain't even gonna want to touch it. I'm not gonna want to have to play with whatever y'all doing, because I don't use that. That's for people who use it, like them CVS U characters, them pot style characters. That's for people who play like that. They don't suck or there's nothing wrong with them. People don't use it. It's as simple as that. People don't use it. That's why it's not growing. Now, if you making a game, you putting something together, include the original content. If you're using an original character, if you're using somebody else's creation, make sure you include the original. That's how you're going to get more people to use your material if you leave the original out there. And if the original is not available, only the people that play with those type of characters is going to be the only people that's interested. And that's why the community is so small, because only pot style interested people play Mugen or play your games. Now, all the tournaments and stuff you be watching, esports and all that, that's all original, true content. That's why that community is so big. Now, let's say she was on the other foot. All the esports tournaments you see is all pot styles type character tournaments. Watch how small it be, and watch how garbage the competition be, because not many people play it. And there's a lot of people that don't even play fighting games competitively too much. That's involved in the community. They're not really fighting game players like that. They just all around players. They just play games in general. But if you can actually throw out there the original content, put the original in there and leave your edits in there. So if you use that, you can go ahead and use that, and I can really use what I use, which is, for example, I'm playing CVS Bison. I want groove select so I can play the way I play. I play Bison SNK style, KOF style, SNK style Bison. I don't play Capcom. I don't fight on the Capcom groove. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I want that option to be on the table. I don't want it to where if I pick Bison, I must play pot style. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to play my way too. And if you do that, that's going to attract a lot of attention. If you do that, it's going to attract a lot of attention. But I was having a discussion with Mugen Lord. He was telling me Chris G and them was playing. He played with Chris G and somebody else, I guess, and they was beating him. And he was suggesting I was just getting used to the gameplay style. I'm not getting used to no damn character that's been out for over 10 years. There's no getting used to it. I'm used to it. I've been playing it for over 10 years. What you mean? Get used to it. You telling me to get used to something that's been out like it just came out or something. Learn the game. I understand that. That is what it takes, but if there's other versions of the characters out there, it should be in there. So I can use the version that I'm used to, that I've been playing with for over 10 years. All I get used to some shit that's been out for 10 years. That's a waste of time. And that's why nobody don't play it, because they feel the same way I feel. That's why I'm making this video, so I can understand that. If you're interested in the community actually growing more, put it out there so niggas don't have to waste their time getting used to a character that's been out for 10 years. Like for example, myself, I'm an esports competitor. I play CBS 2 in tournament, and this is how I play. This is what I would really use. I would really pick Bison on S Group in a real tournament. So if y'all's having a real tournament with in Mugen, and y'all got Bison in there, and you got a pot style Bison, I'm not playing. I'm not even going to enter. I'm not even going to play. I don't want to play no damn pot style Bison. That's weird. CBS style. Now, if y'all want to pick him, it's cool. I'm not saying there's something wrong with the character. He shouldn't be in. I'm saying I don't use it. Pro players don't use that. Like, that's not what we do. We play with the accurate shit, because that's what we've been playing forever now. The accurate thing, the real thing. Now, there's some fun edits out there. There's competitive edits out there. That's cool, but we don't use that. Whoever uses it, you can use it. That's the thing about community. I'm at Mugen. It gives you, it's the ability to create your own 2D fight game. So you should be able to do whatever you want. So I shouldn't be subjected to not being able to play with what I play with and use whatever I use because it's not there. Put the shit in there and make it available, because it's all over the internet. It's available. People play that. Like, that's why nobody playing. And until that happens, it's gonna always be this way. And it's not just about, oh, he not cheap though. Oh, he don't cheat. He not taking all the energy. He not doing this. He not doing that. I understand that, but it's about the fight system too. Don't keep it in your head like, oh, as long as he ain't cheap, one hit kills and anything connect and all that. He should be played with, and they gonna like it. If the fight system is right, niggas is gonna pick it. So if the fight system ain't right or it's kind of funny, people not gonna play with it. If I see a character that I've been playing with, I'm expecting to play and feel the way it feels. Somebody was saying it defeats the purpose of the full games. It don't defeat the purpose of the full game. You will be defeating the purpose of the entire aspect by putting a character in there without the original shit. Now, if you're making a full game and you feel like it defeats the purpose of the full game, if you just want to keep switching the characters up, then make an original character. This is Capcom and SNK's work right now that I'm using, and this is a Mugen engine that I'm fighting on. But they work. This is their work, not mine. So, if you want to make your own shit and say it's original, and you want it to be an original full game, put original shit out there that we ain't heard of, that personally developed by you and your team. Then you can say that. But if you're using somebody else's content, no, it don't defeat the purpose. If you want to use somebody else's content, all I'm saying is, the whole point of this video is, the message is, leave the original in there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't let the other stuff be available. Pot style characters is cool. Race characters, cool. Just leave the original of that character there, unless it's your work that you started from the ground up with you and your team. Then it would be cool. You want to edit that and leave that out without the original content that you started, cool. But if you're not going to put the original out there, nobody going to want to use it, like Cable or anybody else. I'm not going to want to play with a damn Cable to where the only way I can throw a Viper Beam is if I got one bar. That's the only way I can use Viper Beam. Or Cyclops, the only way I can optic blast is if I got a super, because it's a CBS style Cyclops. It's not a Marvel or an X-Men style of Cyclops. It's the CBS style, so that's the way the style is. I don't play like that. It's a cool edit. It's different, but I don't play like that. So if we having a tournament, people trying to play serious, how they supposed to get with the programs if you doing all that? Cyclops been out since I don't know how damn long. So ain't no getting used to some shit that's been out for years. I don't want to do that. Just put the content out there where it's been, where it has an original aspect. Put the original content out there, and then you be making some noise. Then we can have a conversation when you put the content out there. And until then, it's gonna always be small. Not so many competitors, not so much competition, because people play with the original. Nobody gonna waste their time. People got other things that they doing in their life besides relearning some shit that been out for over 10 years. Who wants to relearn some shit that been out for 10 years? I don't, and nobody else don't. That's why you don't have professional players, sports competitors involved, which we could have that, but we don't, because the original content that they're used to is not out there. Like, if you look at the tournaments, if you look at pro tournaments on YouTube, and you see them playing old games like Marvel, Alpha, stuff like that, they still play stuff like that. And it ain't no 4-button Capcom character, 2-button Capcom character, and all that. It's a real source thing. It's the game. Like, that's what they playing. They playing the game. So if they see that, they gonna want. That's what they're gonna want to do. Play the game. That's what we gonna want to do. Play the game. Now, y'all style, y'all like race characters, past characters, go ahead and do that. But I should be able to pick whoever I want too. And it's not broken because I tried it. I got all my own personal Mugen. This right here, I had all the source characters from each game. I got all the source. I got edit versions and I got the source versions. So, and I always play against the computer with the hard AIs and stuff, just to test and make sure it'll be a fair fight. So, for example, if I got this CBS Bison and you pick MVC2 Ryu, that's a fair fight. Even though this Ryu can high jump and do all that, he got beam supers and all that stuff like that. Or Magneto, he doing all that, flying and stuff. It's still fair. The fight system still blend perfectly. If you throw me and I throw you at the same time, it's still a tech, it's still a throw break. All that stuff is still right. So it's a fair fight. I tested it through and through. I know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to hear it's not fair to have Cable throwing all these beams and my character. This is a fair fight. It's all in how good you are. And in tournament, they do character select after you lose anyway, so you can counter pick if you lose. If you don't think it's fair, counter pick somebody else. That's why people do sets: first to 5, first to 10, first to 7, first to 15, for those reasons. But yeah. You leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, and I'll gladly respond. If you like it, you don't like it, whatever, I'll definitely respond. But that's how I feel, and that is a fact. I know all types of people that compete in esports. I know a lot of them. And I met a lot of them when I was young, when I first started competing in esports. I've been knowing them since then. And nobody will play with an edited character if they used to the real thing. That's for people that grew up playing Mugen or been playing Mugen more than they've been playing the source thing. That's what race characters and class characters are for. So leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, and if you agree with me, if you don't, if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, let me know. I'll leave you with that. Y'all just hit me up.